Hello, and welcome to another episode of playing Crusader Kings 3 using the hardest possible rule set, starting as Duchess Matilda of Tuscany in 1066. We are now playing as Duchess Matilda's grandson, who has just taken over her father who died of consumption. So, I like to pin myself and my spouse so that I can immediately see our health and age. At my character here, he is quick. He has quite good personality traits. He has a 4-star education, has 3 commander traits, so relatively strong character. Personality traits and strong stats. We don't have any children yet. Again, I just took over as his character. Certainly want it to be us. You can see the HRE still holds a fair amount of territory. There's also Hispania, which is our suzerain, which is a scourge conqueror. You can see that a fair amount of land spread out here. Also in our immediate vicinity is Abyssinia, also a scourge conqueror. So we do have some serious threats. Again, we've pacified Hispania because they are suzerain. Them to reduce the amount of tribute that we're paying them each month to 0. Our father did that, so we're in good shape there. For lifestyle, I usually go with this character will be going to some strong grand tournaments that will help him. But the main issue now is getting an anointment. I do not know why the Pope does not like. Okay, I guess now I know why the Pope doesn't like me. That is unfortunate. He is so negative against us. We have some elective titles for our other kingdoms, but I guess don't really want to worry about those now. Who is even our heir? Okay, our sister is our heir. I'll make her our heir in these titles, assuming we can vote for her wherever she is. So unfortunately, many people in our realm have consumption. Where is okay? Okay, so we've handled that. Ransom this guy. Check to see if we're holding more duchies. We are not. We are well over the domain holding limit. We will get a little bit more to a baron. We can grab it back from him whenever we want. So we're still 2 domain limit over. Given the Pope to the Vatican, increase our fidelity. And we don't have a huge amount of gold, so I think we'll just have an appropriate amount of pomp here. Hopefully we'll at least get a level of devotion, make the Pope like us a bit more. these factions. Really need to get coronated. Thought I had a physician. Excellent physician. I don't understand why I need someone different for 435 gold. I mean, I guess we may just have to drop our crown authority again. Should at least be able to buy this guy. 7, yeah, so, you know, plus 80 is the magic number, so he should drop. Liberty faction we'll just have to get into. We've had really a challenging time getting up. It looks like that pattern is going to continue. Challenges of playing on the hardest possible difficulty. Your vassals really like forming liberty factions. Okay. Genius wife. We'll have to find someone else. Not a very auspicious start to here. Can we get close? That is brutal. I guess we can try to sway him. I don't know why he's so reluctant to give me a coronation. Okay. This is going to be really challenging. Alright, so I guess we aren't going to be able to marry for genetic traits. We will try to find the strongest alliance we can that will actually show up and help us. So not scourge conquerors, but someone else. How far away is that guy? He's quite far away. Can we get someone closer? I think don't think they'll actually help me. Denmark just went to war. Permia is far away. Okay. You know, I guess we'll just never have any you know, genetically gifted characters. Just the way it's going to be. Have to, you know, secure our realm first. Is there anyone else we can form alliances with? Doesn't look like it. Okay. All occupied by our strong vassals already. Change that one. our personal physician here because some sort of criminal. I really need to save the gold, so we'll just pick this guy to be our personal physician. Hopefully he does a good job. Yeah, this is ugly so far. I'm not gonna lie. Make sure our armies are maxed out here. Yeah, he just hates us. Sending him gold isn't even going to really give us much of a benefit. Okay. So we're really going to just see rebellions, I guess. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can do, really. Our character is going to get a real trial by fire here. Make sure we have turned on all the dread. Yep. And we also want to make sure we have all the people that... So we can go with the court chronicler. Serve the crown. Will that increase in dread cause some people to drop out? Otherwise, I'd likely want to go to stalwart leader so I don't die. Commanding armies. Let's try serve the crown and see what happens. Well, at least some people can get coronations. So this independent. Okay. Yep, I guess I have no choice. No choice to ever have a half-decent crown authority. Just the way it's going to be. Guess I could pay this guy to drop out. Or not. Do we have any... I mean, even if it just gives him one of... I think that's enough. Up here, we can pay her to drop out. Try to get hard rule. Okay, we still have this independence faction that's now exploding in size because our liberty faction is done with. Looks like people in the liberty faction just went to the independence faction, at least some of them. them to drop out. Nope. Okay. Pay a huge amount of gold. We're going to hit Spoleto almost immediately. Call in our ally. Aries here. They look very powerful. Don't want to skimp here. I think actually we'll go for Pisa first. It should be easier to siege. That's me, right? Nope, not me. I assume I'm going to lead my own armies, but maybe not. Yes, I do. All right, here we go. See if we can get a victory here. Not sure where they're going to move once they're done sitting there. I mean, I hold their capital, one of their capitals, so I hold the war goal. We'll get another capital here. Eventually they're going to have to come to me and take back these capitals. Great, so now my vassals are being attacked. Because I have a civil war, I can't defend them. So I'm probably going to lose some territory in our realm that way. Nothing to be done about it. Could white peace, but I think I'd rather have these people in my prison and then think about increasing our crown authority again whenever I get a chance. Go back to our capital and get some supply. Of course, the ally is also sitting on me. So. Okay, where are their armies over there? Guess we'll just take another one of their capitals. But I think what we see here is really the difficulty of playing on hardest possible settings. Seeing things can be seen to be going perfectly well at one time, and then you look again, and everything is become far more difficult. Everything's going wrong. Your character dies because of a apocalyptic consumption plague, so you don't get to really pick the heir you might have wanted. And then all your vassals rebel against you. Find yourself in a life and death struggle. Instead of improving your dynasty's genetics, you're instead having to marry for an alliance, delaying by an entire generation your genetics program. That's just the way things work. These people are going to be going in prison. Think about what they've done. Don't really want to travel that far. I assume the Pope still is not going to. I mean, he's quite old at this point. I don't even know that I want him to. Yeah, we lost Thuringia just because we couldn't defend it because we were at civil war, meaning that our vassals could be attacked without me getting involved. So we'll pen our new wife. I mean, we could break the betrothal. None of you are getting ransomed. You can all sit there till you die for all I care. Let's check on our... Yeah. Okay, so we need more. Need more prestige. Guess maybe we should just go to events because otherwise we're just kind of sitting here waiting for our gold to build up. Could do another pilgrimage. There's this plague. Minor typhus plague. Let's see, how expensive is university? Okay, 1,500, so that's be a while. Is there anything we can do to make this grand tournament? Does not look like it. Okay, that's too bad. Well, we were briefly first in line to inherit the HRE, now we're second in line. We'll go to this feast. We do need to lose some stress, so someone else is paying for it. It's all good. Take mountaineers, it's going through the Alps. It's very dangerous. Okay. So the Pope that hated us is dead. This Pope only likes us slightly more. Try to sway him. Maximize stress loss. Guess I should have been looking in on our sister. And she did end up being a brilliant strategist, so that's good. Probably a better character than what I'm currently playing. Not terribly interested in murdering someone. confused there. So that guy is the king of France, and yet France is almost wholly owned. Oh, I guess he owns these parts here, like Aquitaine. Okay, fine. So I think let's just go to university, see if we become an exalted warlord. Nothing else, we should get some more. Get some more perks. Also try to find intelligent or genius wife. See if we could possibly, there's one out there that we could invite to our court. So, okay, we could invite her. She's lowborn, that's not good. Has terrible traits. This woman we could invite. You know, she's not lowborn. She has sort of a mix of good and bad traits. Also go with this woman. Let's see what find a spouse does if we go with intelligent. I think let's bring in this woman. We'll marry her. You know, it's too bad that we don't have someone who's a genius, but that is what it is at this point. Put her on patronage. That'll have a university visit, and who knows when I will ever get coronated. Someday. Because I obviously am not going to have a lot of gold after this university visit. But hopefully I will get closer to fixing the main holding issue. Just completely focused on maximizing our studiousness here. Whatever gives us more studiousness, advances that bar to the right. That's what we want to do. This has been a very expensive university trip. Haven't really got events that help me. Guess let's be conservative here. Yeah, just didn't get any good events, frankly. Okay, we have to gamble on this. Okay, that worked. Excellent. So we did get Exalted Warlord, so that is probably the best thing that's happened to this character. Let's take a look here. think we go up this tree to get prepared conscription, army gold maintenance reduction, and then we're just 2 away from absolute control, which gives us another +1 domain limit, which would mean we'd be holding 6 of 6. Might as well go to this grand wedding, wherever it is. It's quite far away, but we're not going to be doing much until our gold builds up, so why not? Take the gold there despite the stress. Ill yet again. Probably some of these people are still scourge conqueror given the wars they're fighting. I'm not sure they're winning all of them, but that's how it seems to be going so far. I should have probably romanced my wife before leaving. Pope, I hope someday I'll be on good enough terms with the Pope to get a coronation, but very unclear when that's going to happen. It's not getting a lot of good options for our next program generally. That's good. Gets us another level of devotion. Should mean the Pope has a better opinion of us. Maybe we'll take another look whether we can get a coronation once this grand wedding is over. I mean, I guess we'll get 500 intrigue, lifestyle experience. Not sure what I'll use it for, but it's a lot. And so there's really, both these are 500 stewardship, so either one. We will try for the diplomacy perk, but we missed it. Get some stress loss. Get some more stewardship experience. Completely de-stress. Here, I think golden obligations might be the best use of that point. Don't want to lose monthly income. Guess we'll take prestige because I certainly need it. Seems like the Holy Roman Empire is really cycling through leaders here. There's Kaiser Heinrich. There was, I think that guy was my brother-in-law at one point, and now I've had 2 other rulers since then. So not very stable. France has exploded. Would be nice to get over there and take advantage of that, but not sure we can really. Don't want to invite knights right now. Stress loss, even though we're not stressed out. Okay. So, another run at this. All right. We try embracing supporters. I mean, a lot of my detractors are going to be in prison. Don't really have enough good artifacts to exalt the crown. I don't think I need to impress attendees. So let's embrace supporters. See how good of a coronation we can host. Could just wait a few months and get the gold to go all out here. Probably missing some great grand tournament. So he recommends take a light approach, so soft approach is best. We'll take his advice. Go to our coronation. If we can get ensure peace, we'll likely do that. And just spend 5 years going around doing activities. But you never know what oath options you're going to get, really. Are we having another plague right next to our... Yep, all right. Minor smallpox plague. That's okay, our capital is still isolated. Guess we never... Oh man, seriously? Why? Why is it called off? I lost so much gold. That is really frustrating. Guess because papacy is a plague in it, it gets called off, and I lose 1,000 gold that I certainly would like to have. Let's see, where is this grand wedding? Really annoying. Let's see here what it says if I try to hold another coronation. Cannot be hosted for 3 years. Great. Okay. All right, so that should help our gold situation. I guess we'll go to this another grand wedding. Maybe when we get back, we can take a look to see what sort of grand tournament we could hold. Alternatively, we could hold a hunt to try to improve our prestige, because we certainly need some. Though we will get prestige from a grand tournament if we're successful, so. At least our son is intelligent. We'll educate him ourselves, of course. Pope died, which means that we'll have to get a new anointment. Approval of an anointment. Yep. I don't think my coronation's ever going to happen. It is just not looking good. It's quite rare that I don't have a ruler that gets coronated almost immediately. But it does just not look like it's going to happen for this guy. Don't really care if these people are mad at me. I'd rather have the fighter trait for stress relief. Take 500 martial lifestyle experience. Sounds good. Again, certainly 500 martial lifestyle, over 100 diplomacy experience. Complete the overseer tree. Now we're going to be going through the strategist tree. Okay, when they're odd, the capital of the Holy Roman Empire is over in whatever that would be. Macedonia, Kingdom of Epirus. Okay, can we get to this? No, we can't. Can anything we can do? Nope. Okay. Unfortunate. See, Grand Tour is probably going to be quite expensive. I would really like to go to someone else's Grand Tournament. Maybe if we save up about 2,000, we can look into a Grand Tour. It should give us some nice modifiers, give us a lot more gold. Definitely be a taxation tour. Could hold a feast to get some prestige and make our vassals like us a bit more. Max out here. Yeah, this is going to be sort of hopefully we go slow and steady. Hopefully that will win the race. We do have a long time with this character. He should ideally become quite powerful over time. Really. So I want to immediately maximize our retinue vanguard, siege equipment. Wet nurse. Make at least one of them auto drop. Risk destabilize the entire realm, so we'll go with the middle option. Not interested in going with someone else's coronation. Let's see where this plague is at. Okay, it's up north. Quite apocalyptic smallpox plague, which shouldn't reach my capital. So if we could find someone, probably someone beautiful for her, that would be great. Sure. Condemn him. I normally would want to increase crown authority, but probably will annoy those guys. Let's do it anyway. We're not doing anything else. Let's fight some of our own vassals. Instead of spending time on the Pope, let's romance our wife. I think I'll just save up for a grand tour here. Stress. Okay. Okay, there's yet another Scourge Conqueror around from Britannia. Who looks incredibly powerful. Maybe he'll die here, but probably not. Guess we gotta beef up our armies. Let's see, what's his armies look like? A lot of longbowmen. lot of horsemen. I think we can build these retinue pikemen. Probably just as well, though we don't have any heavy cavalry. Can we actually, no, why can't we? Okay. Well, can't get there, so no reason to worry about it. I assume that's true for all these grand tournaments. Yep. Okay. So we'll need to spend the gold that we are saving up now to improve our military in case we get invaded by the Scourge Conqueror here in Britannia. So we have, Scourge Conquerors in Britannia, Hispania. I guess Abyssinia has been pushed a bit away. Son will be a martial character. So we have all the early medieval tech. So it's really just the high medieval. I think we want to go for windmills really to get the extra building slot and start building military. Also, we'll want to build military academies or something in for our second duchy. Talked about before, I in the strategist tree, one of the things I like the most is living off the land. That supply capacity is just incredibly powerful. So I'd like to get it, soon, especially I do have to fight this guy from Britannia. Looks like he came through the smallpox, unfortunately. Fearless dwarf conqueror. He's also an exalted warlord, so that's not good. I think I've had enough grand weddings. I'm gonna sit here for at least a little while and hope grand tournament shows up. I don't understand this. I think she is doing a very good job. I don't know why. Someone would think otherwise. Let's see if we have anything. Nope. Okay. Continue on here. Guess we can travel this nearby grand wedding. Surprise, Pope Anastasius is still alive. Live and taking claims on my titles. Guess maybe he heard me and as punishment, complaining about his age, he decided to grant himself my title or claim to it. We'll take the 500 diplomacy, I think. It's just more than the 300 learning. Take the 300 martial lifestyle over the 100. Avoid stress. I like this guy, my friend. I'm sure he'll die from some sort of plague soon and stress me out to cause a mental break. Okay, we have our second intelligent son. Let's start influencing our first son's personality, trying to give him good traits, make him a good character. Continue to improve our army in case we need it against that scourge conqueror from Britannia. People sure are holding a lot of grand weddings. It's too bad they're not holding more grand tournaments. Guess we'll go to this if great. Okay. Well, guess we knew that was coming. All right. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully I get one more point here to at least get living off the land. Obviously won't be going to any grand weddings or anything. Don't think we have any allies we can call in. We'll be hiring special mercenaries. This would give us a very large amount of gold if we can win. Obviously a big emphasis on if. Let's see exactly how much. Over 6,000. So we'll raise our entire army and take any early victory we can get here. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So you can see here, he gets, plus 35 advantage. Gets a +5. Yeah, I mean, it was obviously a mistake to beat his territory when he attacked us. We're going to try here and do our best. I don't know. We'll be on our own territory. Let's see what happens. Nothing good. Okay, looks like maybe we're gonna win. Not sure why. Part of his army seemed not to join. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, there went my mercenaries that I hired. They got absolutely obliterated. Good job, guys. Is he attacking me over a river? Yes. Okay. Armies have already regrouped. Gonna attack me over a river again. Hopefully with our allies, our mercenaries, we can take him here. Okay, there's nothing, we'll deal with that when we get the chance. It's for a single county, so nowhere near significant. Lucky we got men-at-arms and we're able to increase the size of our armies right before we got attacked. Going up there, it looks like. Not even, I guess it is part of our realm. Try to unsiege this and quickly head back. Oh boy. Get more special mercenaries as soon as we can here. Maybe that will slow them down a bit. We can attack our own territory. It's gonna be close. This should help, particularly the movement speed. think we just have better men-at-arms. We're really countering him. Let's try to see where it goes here. Nice if we could unsiege this. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Sure. So, amidst all the fighting, let's check in on our children. Weird, it doesn't have a childhood education trait. So we don't want, that faction to go off. Again. See if we can track them down here. Really need our mercenaries to come with us. Thankfully they did. To get some supplies. That might have been a mistake. Catch them good. Feed in piecemeal. This will be another good victory here. Indeed. That stack wipe. Come over and unsiege here. Another intelligent son. Unsiege war target here. Indeed, have we nothing more important to do? Not like we're fighting a major war or anything. Multiple major wars. Okay, I guess I did not fully unsiege Marcaldon. Okay. Here comes Britannia again, so we need to go attack them. Catch some of them. we're getting closer. Okay, let's go. I see so fast. Further improve our powers here. Have infantry toughness and damage, spearman toughness. Yeah, should be okay. We are 1 point away. And basically, tough battle. Barely pulled it out. Wasn't sure we'd be able to do it at the beginning, but. So we get 6,000 gold. We inflict a defeat on him. Again, the Scourge Conqueror suffers 3 defeats and wars. Cease being a Scourge Conqueror. So very powerful to defeat them as many times as we can. Our succession is probably going to be a mess. That's for another day. Again, probably want our kids to be martial focused, even if they aren't well suited for it at this point. Certainly this war here, if I had had any character who was not martial focused, it would have been a loss, and I would have lost all my territory in Germany. So good. Hopefully it takes him a long time to recover. If we wanted to be cheeky, we could attack him now, since he does have a massive amount of debt. Should give us more of an advantage against his armies. Let's max out our own armies here. Armies are finally starving. Obviously not good, but I think against these regular forces we should be fine. If we're fighting Scourge Conqueror, we'd be in serious problems. Okay. Get almost 600 gold here. There we go. Now let's disband our armies. Let them reinforce. Okay. Is he a Scourge Conqueror? No, thankfully. Just someone with a massive army. All right, buddy. I guess I'm glad he attacked me before I went down to, the crusade. I don't know what to tell the Pope here. I would be happy to come aid him if people stopped attacking me. Kind of do want the Crusader trait. Got quite a ways to go before strengthen. strengthen our crown authority. Isn't he attacking East Franconia? Okay, so he's rather far away. Our goal here is going to be to attack his armies on our terrain. I don't know whether our armies counter him as well as they countered Britannia Scourge Conqueror. That is me, right? Yes. Okay. But I mean, he has a much larger army than I do, so we'll just have to see. You know, he is not a Scourge Conqueror, so that should be much easier to defeat him than the guy from Britannia. We are going to go for forgiving because it is a virtue. Now let's get in there and see what happens. Looks like what happened, buddy, is your army got obliterated. So, good job. You have to pay me over 5,000 gold. I do not think that was very smart on your part. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else want to challenge me? Assuming this crusade is a complete disaster, I don't think I really want to get involved. It's interesting, Guinea, obviously Scourge Conqueror, sure. So, I mean, I think we are in a good situation where now we understand that we are able to take on Scourge Conquerors, other potential invaders. I think I am going to call, we can vassalize a lot of people here. We'll give him Tactician, again, Tactician, martial lifestyle experience, martial skill, men-at-arms counter efficiency, all good and important stuff. We'll check our children one last time here. I am going to call the episode here. I mean, again, I think we learned a lot about our armies and being able to handle ourselves. We'll try to vassalize all these people and continue on from there. I don't think the crusade is worth participating in. Yeah, we don't really have a good CB on that guy. So, but we'll find stuff to do, certainly to expand our power and keep forging forward now that we have plenty of income, build buildings, go on grand tour, grand tournaments, all that stuff, all the good stuff. Thanks again for joining me. I hope you'll join for the next episode. Goodbye.